Right now at 5, another day, another island pounded by Hurricane Irma. Cuba is facing Irma's onslaught right now. The now Category 4 hurricane is barreling its way toward Key West, Florida. Turks and Caicos took a direct hit from Irma late yesterday. This video was posted on social media by a guest staying at one of the resorts there. The extent of the damage on this low-lying island chain still isn't clear. As you can imagine, communication into and out of the island's extremely difficult right now. One homeowner used Twitter to document Irma battering her house in the British Virgin Islands. That island chain was slammed by Irma on Wednesday. Other images show boats wrecked in a harbor and tree trunks pierced through by flying debris.
Irma is expected to make its turn toward Florida tomorrow, so residents need to get to safety now. All schools are closed today, so they can be used as shelters and recovery areas. The Florida Keys will feel Irma first, with a storm surge so powerful it could overwhelm the island chain.
This is a catastrophic storm that this state has never seen before.
In Miami-Dade County, more than 650,000 residents have been ordered to leave their homes. It's the largest evacuation ever attempted there. Time is running out in the state of Florida. Irma is now on the doorstep of the state. Hello, everyone. I'm Yuki Washington.
I'm Jessica Dean. Irma could unleash destruction that hasn't been seen in Florida for a generation. All of South Florida is now under a hurricane warning. Evacuation zones could spread all the way to the state's northern border. South Carolina's governor has not decided whether to order evacuations in his state. He's waiting until the next update from the National Hurricane Center to make his decision. The most powerful Atlantic storm ever has now killed at least 21 people. And we can't forget Jose. This hurricane is gaining strength in the Atlantic basin. Jose is now a Category 4 storm, and it's headed to the same islands that were just hit by Irma, among them Barbuda and St. Martin.
Meteorologist Kate Bilo is here now. And Kate, this is unreal. One incredibly dangerous storm following in the footsteps of another.
That's right, guys. And if you think about it, we had Harvey as well, which reached Category 4 before making landfall. That means Harvey Cat 4, Irma Cat 4, 5, and Jose Cat 4. That's the first time on record we've had 3 consecutive storms all reach Category 4. So this is definitely an unprecedented event, at least in the satellite era. Take a look at the storm right now. Hurricane Irma, still a Category 4 hurricane, threading that needle through the southern Bahamas over northern Cuba, feeling the brunt of it right now and headed quickly towards Florida. We just got the latest update from the National Hurricane Center. It's not good. It actually ticked Irma a little bit further to the west, which means the west coast of Florida with this particular track may be more in the line of fire than the eastern coast of Florida. Let's take a look at it here. The National Hurricane Center now reporting Irma a Category 4 hurricane with winds at about 155 miles an hour. Those are sustained winds around the eye wall. Of course, shout out to the hurricane hunters who have been flying into this monster storm for days upon days now, trying to continue to bring us updates. And as we head back toward Irma, sorry, my computer's freezing up on me. I think everybody's watching this storm right now. Taking you back to Irma, Category 4 hurricane. Here's the latest update. The track goes west, and watch this right here. Expected to re-strengthen briefly to a Category 5 hurricane now before making landfall along the west coast of Florida. That means it could actually be strengthening as it moves through the Florida Keys. That would cause catastrophic damage on those low-lying islands and along the west coast of Florida. No matter what track this storm takes, a little further east, a little further west, it's bad for the Sunshine State. Tampa could bear the brunt of it with this track. Miami also on the eastern side of that storm, Category 4 as it moves right along the west coast of Florida, and then moving inland into portions of Georgia and South Carolina with the threat for flooding rainfall. As much as 20 inches of rain expected, especially in eastern Florida. We'll have more on Jose and more on where the watches and warnings are being placed with Irma coming up. For now, Yuki and Jessica, back over to you.
And Kate, as you know, storm surges are a big concern with Hurricane Irma. FEMA estimates about 2.5 million Florida homes are in flood hazard zones.
People are taking heed of evacuation warnings, heading to shelters throughout Miami-Dade and Broward counties. This was the scene earlier today as hundreds waited for the doors to open at a shelter in Miami. In another place, crowds waited in line at a shelter. Many even packed up their own belongings. All of the evacuations made for a busy Orlando International Airport today as people are trying to escape the hurricane's path. Courtney Finley is new to Florida, moving recently from Houston. His family still lives in Texas. They're just now recovering from Hurricane Harvey.
My family, my immediate family, my extended family lives in Houston. So over the past few weeks, I've been calling and talking to them and make sure that they're okay. And now, over the past few days, they've been calling and checking with me and trying to see if I'm going to be okay.
Those evacuating say they feel much safer watching Irma from a distance. Many also say they have friends who are riding out the storm, so they do worry about the people and the homes that they're leaving behind.